anyways, with that being said, I want you to just look at Matthew chapter 27 and verse number 40. You don't have to turn there. I'm just going to read the verse. But it says this, and saying, thou that destroyest the... Jesus is on the cross, by the way. He's been crucified at this point. Everybody's just, detracting him, mocking him, criticizing him, challenging him, challenging his authority, who he said he was. And they said this, and saying, thou that destroyest the temple and buildest the wall in three... Let me start over. And saying, thou that destroyest the temple and buildest it in 3 days, save thyself. If thou be the Son of God, come down from the cross. So you got to love that. If thou be the Son of God, come down from the cross. Throwing that challenge out to Jesus right there to kind of prove his godhood, if you will, by throwing that out there saying, yeah, if you really are the Son of God, come down from the cross. Reminds me of those Facebook things that people put on there that like they try to challenge you, like your masculinity or your Christianity or something that, Jesus saves. I bet you won't repost this. Those aren't going to make me repost anything, but that's what they were doing. They were challenging Christ, his pride, challenging to see if they could get him to say, okay, I'll prove it to you. I am the Son of God, so I'll come down just because you challenged me. And obviously he didn't. But the reason why he didn't was because he was the Son of God. If he would have came down off the cross, that would have proved that he wasn't the Son of God. He stayed on the cross amidst all the people making fun of him and ridiculing him, all the pain, all the torment, all the agony. He did that because he was the Son of God. And that proved that he was the Son of God. Because he stayed on that cross because he was the Son of God, because first of all, he had to fulfill the promises in the Old Testament. He had to fulfill those prophecies. And if he would have came down from that cross because his pride had been challenged by these people, and he said, okay, I'll prove it to you that I am, and came down from the cross, he would have not been able to fulfill the Old Testament Bible prophecies. And so therefore he stayed on the cross because he was the Son of God, to fulfill those prophecies. He also stayed on the Son of Cross because he was the only way. He was the only person that could die on that cross for us. And that's it. Nobody else could. We couldn't die for ourselves. No other human being that ever walked the face of the earth could die on the cross for people. Only Jesus could, and he could only do it because he was God. So this vain challenge that these people had of challenging Christ, that if you are the Son of God, come down from the cross and prove it to us by coming down from that cross. No, because he was the Son of God, he stayed on that cross because he needed to fulfill those Old Testament promises. He was the only one that could die on the cross for our sins, and so that's why he stayed on the cross. But they were challenging him with that pride, if you will. See, they had human reasoning. They had the idea, let me get rid of my cat again. And they had that human reasoning to say to themselves, well, if he's God, he's going to come down. We need to quit telling God what God's supposed to do. And let God be God and do things the way he needs to do them, the way he sees fit to do them. This challenge that they gave to Jesus while he was on that cross, if you're the Son of God, come down. No, he basically said, I am the Son of God, so I have to stay up here. And he stayed on that cross. And so there we go with our study for the day, or our little just devotion for the day. Just trust the Lord. He knows what he's doing. He'll get it through. It won't always be as we want it done or as we see fit or what we think he should do to prove he's God. He's going to do what God does because he is God, and just trust him to do it. Have a good night. God bless you. We will see you tomorrow night at 7. If you want to tune in tomorrow night at 7. Thank you for watching, everybody. We'll see you later. Have a good night. God bless you.